Now on CoastTV News.
Federal involvement at the beach, the expansion of the investigation into the waste washing up on our coast. Milton works on an affordable housing plan. We look at some of the options that are being considered by the town.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Elisa Weber and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. We're going to take a live look outside into Dover right now, and our first alert meteorologist Bob Trahey is going to join us. Bob, I saw more sun out today. It's good. It's coming through the windows of the station, as we can see in Dover right there. It's not raining, which is a good thing.
It is not raining. Good morning, Elisa. Good morning, Del Mar. But we had the rain yesterday, and it's cleared out nicely today. Elisa, as you mentioned, the sun is out. We're seeing some low clouds, some mid to high level clouds as well. More clouds offshore as we have a stalled out area of low pressure off the coast with a swirl of clouds. And around that low, we have a northeasterly flow bringing in some drier air, but also causing some coastal impacts. Coastal flood advisory for Sussex County. That's until 3 o'clock from Lewis to Fenwick Island. Watch out during times of high tide, maybe some inundation up to a foot. Also a coastal flood advisory, Worcester County and the Eastern Shore. Also until Saturday morning, you too have a coastal flood advisory. Temperatures warming nicely with the sunshine, mid to upper 70s inland, some lower 70s at the beaches right now as the winds has shifted to the north, a little stronger at the beaches, and that's infecting in some drier air. So sunshine this afternoon near 80 well inland, but along the coast we're looking at temperatures into the 70s. A few clouds from time to time, but looking pretty nice as we go into the evening hours. Have the sunscreen handy as we top out into the lower 80s with that northerly breeze. Cooler at the coast, and the sunshine continues into the end of the week, and the weekend looking pretty good as well. Your full forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Bob. And it's day 5 of the medical waste situation on our beaches, and that is happening up and down the Delmarva coast. Beaches remain closed because of waste washing ashore, and if it were not that waste, the beaches likely would still be closed due to rough surf. Maryland authorities confirm the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, is working with Delaware and Maryland to determine why this medical waste continues to wash up and where it came from. People CoastTV spoke with say this waste washing up is unacceptable.
You don't want to get stuck with a used hypodermic needle. I guess it's probably even more dangerous if you're in the water, but it's, coming up on the beach. We're seeing people pick things up.
And the debris ranged from pill bottles to tubes and other needles. Emergency plans to improve the Indian River Inlet are moving forward, and this is after the dune breaches this year. Delta will add sheets of steel, creating a wall, while Denver will do an emergency sand replenishment project to boost the beaches. And after getting requests by some environmentalists, both agencies are holding a public meeting about all of this on September 25th in Bethany Beach. And happening today, the next step in creating more affordable housing options in Milton. The town's committee is tasked with overseeing this effort, and it will review proposals from Milford Housing Development Corporation. And just to be clear, the name of the corporation is Milford, and it does manage all 4 of Milton's subsidized housing facilities, including Milton's Landing. The site permit there allows for expansion, and there are plans next year for an additional 48 units. And the Milford Corporation has told the town if its accessory dwelling units or ADUs are permitted, it would help with people wanting these types of homes to pay for it. And if they do not have financing or are able for a loan, this is all in the early stages. And as the information reviewed today will be used to write a report and recommendation to the town council. And some taxpayer money being funneled to Ocean Pines Police Department. This is in the form of a $61,000 grant. The police department claims it will help with the cost of public safety in town, and the grants are handed out by Maryland Governor Wes Moore's Office of Crime Control and Prevention, as well as the Maryland Highway Safety Office. Police Chief Tim Robinson calls this grant, quote, critical in helping meet the growing needs of our community. And so what just does this money going to be used for? Well, we're going to break it down for you. Close to $4,000 comes from body armor grants, and close to $4,500 comes from overtime expenses. $35,000 will be used to buy new and advanced body cameras, and over $15,000 will fund recruitment and retention initiatives. And in his first rally since the second assassination attempt, former President Donald Trump addressed a crowd in New York, where he doubled down on claims from people living in Springfield, Ohio about Haitian migrants eating pets. Meanwhile, Vice President Harris addressed issues of the economy and immigration, with the Congressional Hispanic Caucus. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how both campaigns are taking a different focus.
Under heightened security, former President Trump addressed rally-goers in New York.
This evil would-be assassin got within a few hundred yards of where I stood, but thankfully, our outstanding Secret Service agent, and they are outstanding.
Mr. Trump also doubling down on debunked claims about immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, pledging to travel there in the next 2 weeks.
You may never see me again, but that's okay. Gotta do what I gotta do. Whatever happened to Trump? Well, he never got out of Springfield.
The city's mayor urging both campaigns to stay away, and the Ohio governor agrees.
I think the candidates should talk about the mess on the southern border. This is a real, legitimate issue that the American people are very, very concerned about.
Speaking to a gathering of Hispanic leaders, Vice President Harris stressed tackling border security and immigration reform.
Understand we can do both. Create an earned pathway to citizenship and ensure our border is secure.
Financial security remains top of mind for most Americans and a key election issue. The Federal Reserve announcing welcome news that it's slashing interest rates by 0.5 point.
This decision reflects our growing confidence that with an appropriate recalibration of our policy stance, strength in the labor market can be maintained.
This marks the Fed's first rate cut since the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic, an aggressive start to easing concerns about inflation. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Coming up after the break, a final resting place for those who served, getting the treatment our heroes deserve. We'll show you more on this week's Coastal Connections.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division like myself in cabinetry to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs. And your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
It was very important to find somebody that was knowledgeable in the whole picture, the cabinetry, the appliances, and the countertop. We are delighted with the outcome.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
The Berlin Chamber of Commerce presents the Berlin Fiddlers Convention, Friday, September 20th and Saturday, September 21st. Enjoy live bluegrass music and tons of artists' food and fun. Don't miss the Berlin Fiddlers Convention. More info at berlinchamber.org.
In 2019, two visionaries banded together behind a restaurant to create the ultimate pizza, starting from scratch, just like our dough. At the Dough Bar, everything is a season for a reason. From our gourmet specialty pizzas to our signature sandwiches and mouth-watering entrees, we use high-quality ingredients for a freshness you'll crave. Enjoy our specialty cocktails with 16 craft brews on tap, or toast your own s'mores tableside by the water. Order online or visit the Dough Bar, Milton, Delaware's hidden gem.
Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between. From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league.
We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference.
We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7.
A wet crawl space is a lurking hazard, inviting mold, rot, and structural worries. The answer is Brazier's Crawl Space Encapsulation. Our specialist tailors the solution to your exact crawl space. Our expert team cleans and upgrades your crawl space into a pristine, protected environment, and we only use April Air dehumidifiers. Reliable and robust, complete with a 5-year warranty. Take the first step to a drier, safer home. Call Brazier's or visit our website. Your peace of mind is just one call away.
Was her roommate an opportunist?
You kept a security deposit. You did not turn it over to your landlord. There's a pattern here that I'm not liking.
Judge Judy.
Thursday at 2 on CoastTV.
Veterans all over the country risk and sometimes give their lives in an effort to keep us safe. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappe shows us an initiative called Saluting Branches, which gives back to them one last time.
The Delaware Veterans Memorial Cemetery in Millsboro is the final resting place for those who served and lived in Sussex County. But sometimes these cemeteries become overgrown by plants or limited with dead trees. Multiple landscaping and tree care companies are teaming up to ensure that doesn't happen.
I mean, for us and my staff, we appreciate the fact that we can do what we do because they did what they did. And that's really what it comes down to, a way to give back to those families and those memories.
The effort is called Saluting Branches, and it's nationwide, with volunteers cleaning up 100 different veteran-related areas like medical centers, group homes, and cemeteries. Toby Schlick says this means the world to him.
I am a veteran, and my family were all retired Marines, and so they're all buried in veteran cemeteries, so to me it means a lot.
40 volunteers spent their day in Millsboro at the Veterans Cemetery, something volunteers say is the least they could do to say thanks to those who gave so much. This is Saluting Branch's 10th year cleaning up veteran sites, and they don't ever plan on stopping. I'm Kevin Zapay in Millsboro, Coast TV News.
Coastal Connections is sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
Capture your favorite moments at the CoastTV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at coasttv.com under the Features tab. The CoastTV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Treat yourself to a culinary journey like no other at Benvenuto. Delaware Today named Benvenuto as a 2023 Best of Delaware Dining and Event Restaurant, where the perfect fusion of comfort, exquisite flavors, and a captivating atmosphere awaits you. Our passion for exceptional cuisine shines through every dish as we artfully combine international flavors and fresh, locally sourced ingredients. With stunning spaces and a private room for special occasions, our breathtaking Tuscan design sets the stage for an unforgettable dining experience. Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
This is Dean Bennett of Bennett Termite and Pest Solutions. People ask me, how did bed bugs get into my home? Bed bugs can hitch a ride in your luggage or on your clothes. They can even be hidden in a piece of used furniture that you bring into your home. When you've seen one, it's already too late and the damage has begun. However they got there, we can eliminate them with our green and effective heat and treat system.
Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
Is your garage door in need of an upgrade or a repair? Then Clark & Sons Garage Doors can help. We believe your garage door should be more than just functional. It should be a reflection of your personality and style. With over 60 years serving the entire Delmarva Peninsula, Clark & Sons delivers quality craftsmanship and exceptional service every time. We provide free estimates on new garage doors. Plus, we offer comprehensive maintenance services to ensure your garage door stays in perfect working condition. So call today and discover why Clark & Sons is the name you can trust.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodel.
The drying out process continues for Delmarva. We had the rain, the dreary weather yesterday, and today a total 180. Sun's back out, gorgeous in Salisbury on our Spicer Brothers camp. Just some cumulus clouds, a few low clouds as well. Temperatures in the 70s. You'll be into the lower 80s a little bit later on this afternoon. Here's our visible satellite picture. We've got some low clouds streaming in from the northeast. Also some mid to high level clouds right now, but all in all looking pretty good across all of Delmarva. The thicker clouds are offshore, maybe even a little sprinkle offshore as well, as we have low pressure just stalled off our coast right now, and the flow around that low is coming in out of the north and east. So the coastal impacts not as bad as they were, but still we are dealing with some. We'll take a look at that in just a second, but it's high pressure to the north, drying us out a little bit with this area of low pressure just kind of spinning its wheels off the coast. Coastal flood advisory for Sussex County, that goes until 3 p.m. Friday. If you live in one of those vulnerable places at time of high tide, definitely could see maybe a half foot to a foot of inundation there. And even into Maryland and Worcester County, coastal flood advisory for you until 2 a.m. Saturday. And for the Eastern Shore, you also have a coastal flood advisory for Dorchester, Somerset, and Wycomico counties until Saturday morning. Once again, it's those low spots at time of high tide that could flood a little bit. As the winds have turned to the north now, a little gusty at the beaches, but much lighter inland. And temperatures really responding with that sunshine. 77 in Millsboro, Milton 76. A little cooler at the beaches with low 70s from Rehoboth to Bethany Beach. As we're looking at Futurecast right now, and for the afternoon, upper 70s to right around 80 the farther inland you go. And at the coast, we're looking at mid 70s, and we will continue to see some clouds, possibly a sprinkle. Otherwise dry and looking quiet into this evening. Through the overnight, mainly clear skies. Could see a little bit of fog as we go into Friday morning, but temperatures into the 50s and lower 60s, even milder at the beaches. And Friday, a good looking day. By noon, we're into the upper 70s, close to 80 well inland, and lower 70s at the beaches as a northeast wind will be picking up as high pressure strengthens to our north, and we're looking at quiet conditions for tomorrow night. Muggy meet in pretty good shape as far as comfort level goes, comfortable to muggy as we go through the next several days, but the afternoons are drier, and then we dry out into early next week as we have low pressure spinning off the coast far enough away to keep the clouds and rain away, but we continue with that northeast flow, keeping us dry into the weekend. This model is showing a little bit of rain possible on Sunday, but all in all, I think we're pretty dry right into early next week. As our winds are out of the north now, they'll start to diminish as we go through tonight, and then moving into your Friday, they shift to the northeast and get pretty gusty again along the coast, maybe gusts over 20 miles per hour, so maybe still a little inundation at time of high tide. 80 this afternoon, partly cloudy and warm. Tonight, 61. Watch out for a little patchy fog by morning. 78 for your Friday, partly cloudy and warm. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Weekend not bad, mostly sunny. Saturday, 79. Cooler on Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, 74. It gets chilly Monday and Tuesday morning, upper 50s. 72 Monday, and by Wednesday up to 76 with a mix of sun and clouds.
And it's week 3 of the NFL season, and we look ahead to Sunday night football. The Atlanta Falcons, fresh off of a win over the Eagles, take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Coverage starts here on Coast TV at 7. And coming up today on DSN at 5:30, it's Scoops and Scores, the football pregame show that will get you ready for your game of the night. At 6 p.m., it's Y High takes on Queen Anne's live, and then at 10:30, it's the final score. And over on DSN Plus at 4 p.m., you can watch Indian River take on Sussex Tech in field hockey. Then at 4:30, you can watch Milford at Lake Forest, also in field hockey. And at 6 p.m., it's that game of the night that we just mentioned. Coast TV will be right back.
Shower Glass. Our name says it all. We provide the best custom shower glass on the shore in a fraction of the time, and our reviews prove it.
Shower Glass delivers the best fit, finish, and fastest service.
Reliable scheduling, competitive pricing, the best in the business.
They're the only one we call for Shower Glass.
Frameless beauty with speed, accuracy, and lifetime warranties. Shower Glass. It's all we do. Visit showerglassdoors.net to schedule your free consultation.
Our mission here at the Boardwalk Buddy Walk is simple: to create a community where people with Down syndrome or any other cognitive disorder can live, learn, work, and play. That's why every October, we invite family and friends to a full weekend of acceptance and inclusion in Rehoboth Beach. This year's event takes place on October 12th at 9 a.m. at the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk and Bandstand. So come out to this year's Boardwalk Buddy Walk and Walk. For more info, go to boardwalkbuddywalk.com, sponsored by Coast TV.
The Leanne Wilkinson Group was extremely professional, helped us navigate the sale of our home, and has extensive experience in the real estate market in coastal Delaware, which positioned us favorably for the sale of our home. We would recommend Leanne and her team to anyone who is interested in buying or selling a home in coastal Delaware.
Leanne is our forever agent.
The Leanne Wilkinson Group in Lewis, Delaware is a proud affiliate of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services PenFed Realty.
I know in a world of social media, people are judged first for their looks, and it can affect your self-esteem.
We have those confidence and self-esteem issues.
And they're trying to find that special person that they want to spend the rest of their life with.
I was always pretty self-conscious about my smile.
I wanted to feel confident and look good going into college, and Tillman Orthodontics really made that possible.
My smile looks the way it looks because of Tillman Orthodontics.
It's never too late. Let's get started.
I love my smile. I love it.
Call Tillman Orthodontics for your free consult.
Just another perfect day at our beautiful Delaware beaches. Until on TV, accidents can be funny, but in real life, they're no joke. When accidents strike, the Law Office of Trapp Nichols is here for you. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. Don't let negligence spoil your summer. Claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trapp Nichols. Your priority is our priority.
Now we know this is months away, but Ocean City and its Special Events Division has just announced they are changing the date for SpringFest. SpringFest is the annual 4-day festival, and this upcoming one will be the 34th anniversary. The event is usually the first week of May, but in 2025, it will be April 24th to 27th. They moved this as it fits better with the town's schedule. And SpringFest isn't the only big event on the move. A cruise in Ocean City, usually held in late May, will now be held the first week of that month, from May 1st through the 4th. You can expect more than 3,000 incredible rides, from hot rods to classics and trucks, plus live music, special guests, and more. In Rough Week, well, you can cheer up with a weekly dose of coastal news. Good news from CoastTV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. You can sign up for free at coasttv.com/sign-up and get a weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox. CoastTV will be right back.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
DSN Plus is more action. 4 additional live stream games every weeknight and full replays on demand. DSN Plus is more local. 5 live games every weeknight, showcasing high school showdowns and regional rivalries across Delmarva. DSN Plus is more access. Watch on your mobile devices, and remember, DSN is still free over the air and on cable. But get more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
The Berlin Chamber of Commerce presents the Berlin Fiddlers Convention, Friday, September 20th and Saturday, September 21st. Enjoy live bluegrass music and tons of artists, food, and fun. Don't miss the Berlin Fiddlers Convention. More info at berlinchamber.org.
Get wild on your beach vacation at Coastal Wilds. Meet over 35 different animal ambassadors with up-close and hands-on encounters. Swim with otters, hang out with sloths, and even cuddle a kangaroo. Join us for special events like Sippin' with Sloths, Kangaroo Yoga, and more. Only 15 minutes from Ocean City and Bethany Beach. Book your experience today at coastalwilds.org. Coastal Wilds, the world of animals, is waiting for you.
Get ready to transform your outdoor space into a haven of comfort and style with Tyndall's Casual Furniture. We specialize in creating inviting spaces that leave a lasting impression with quality and durability for your community or commercial property. We have been servicing the hospitality and contract furnishings industry for over 40 years. And here's the best part. For a limited time, Tyndall's is offering exclusive discounts on bulk orders for commercial accounts. Tyndall's Casual Furniture, Delmarva's outdoor furniture experts for everything under the sun.
Not everyone wants a big funeral. For those seeking a simple alternative, the Eastern Shore's most trusted family and funeral service offers another option. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Service is simple and affordable. A direct cremation tribute starts at just $15.95, or choose to have a small visitation service, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with easy consultation by phone and streamlined electronic documentation. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services. Simply respectful.
Snorkeling. It's supposed to be a dreamland under the sea. But how could something like this turn dangerous? They just drowned.
How to snorkel safely.
Watch the next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on CoastTV.
COVID-19 cases are high in some parts of the U.S., and with flu season coming up and RSV levels already starting to tick up, experts say now is the time to protect yourself. Mandy Gaither shows us how to get ready for respiratory virus season.
It's about that time of year again. The CDC forecast suggests this respiratory virus season will be similar to last year's, which brought more than 20 hospitalizations for every 100,000 people in 1 week at its peak. That's far worse than in pre-pandemic years.
Getting our vaccination numbers up is still an ongoing battle.
Dr. Jared Eddy with National Jewish Health says the best way to protect yourself and those around you is by getting vaccinated. Last year was the first year the U.S. had vaccines available to protect against all 3 major respiratory viruses. flu, RSV, and COVID-19.
You are able to get vaccines at the same time.
When it comes to COVID-19, the CDC recommends everyone ages 6 months and older receive an updated vaccine this season. When to get it varies. If you're at higher risk, including seniors or people who are immunocompromised, now is a good time to receive it since COVID-19 cases are high. Others who may have natural immunity from a recent infection may decide to wait. The seasonal flu vaccine is also recommended for everyone 6 months and older. September and October are the best times to get those. As for RSV, the vaccine is recommended for all adults 75 and older, along with those 60 and older at higher risk because of certain chronic medical conditions or if they live in a nursing home or long-term care facility. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
It is a breezy and pleasant day in Cambridge right now. A little bit of a wake out there. Cambridge 75 and could be warming a few more degrees. Close to 80 this afternoon, as it looks like the nicer weather sticks around through the end of the weekend. Last into this upcoming weekend, you still need to hang on to the sunscreen and use it. The higher SPF UV index today is a 7. It's high. Make sure you have sunglasses, sunscreen. Burn time is 20 minutes. And keep that sunscreen handy into the weekend as we continue in the high range. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
Calling all truckers. Rigs from across the U.S. roll into town to be part of the 22nd Annual Truck Convoy for Special Olympics, Saturday, October 5th. Over 200 trucks take a police-escorted ride from the Delaware State Fairgrounds and parade throughout southern Delaware. All proceeds benefit thousands of athletes who train and compete year-round here in Delaware. Participants must be pre-registered by September 30th. For more info and to register, visit SODE.org.
As I get older, I was getting a little off balance. Got recommendations for baths by Bicep Brothers. I love my shower. It's perfect for me. My favorite part was probably how quick and easy it was. They came in the morning and they were done by afternoon. I definitely wanted the grab bars. They also put the seat in, which was very nice. The wand is good, especially if you're sitting. So much safer to get in and out of now. It seems like my showers are quicker that way. So it's perfect.
I've been thinking about renovating my garage floor, and suddenly I'm seeing signs everywhere. The universe keeps hinting, even at my local gas company. Pinnacle Concrete is everywhere. And again, multiple signs at the print store. The signs are too strong to ignore. It's time to call. With so many options, my dream is taking shape. And now, I'm not just seeing signs, I'm living proof. Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, because quality matters.
Fall is upon us, and this season brings beautiful meaning to Delmarva. However, some critters are now looking for a new home. At Bennett Termite, we are dedicated to navigating these challenges, no matter what the season. After all, for fall, who wants to deal with spiders and annoying crickets? So, while I always say my tagline, please know that I truly stand behind our services. We are a local, veteran-owned company that works hard to stand behind our mission.
Surface Solutions is rolling across Delmarva, providing the best asphalt and concrete installation for your home or business. Our professional team is transforming the asphalt industry with an impeccable reputation for quality. We guarantee a timely response, unparalleled customer service, and a detailed free estimate in days, not weeks. Call the exterior surface specialists at Surface Solutions and ask about our special financing rates as low as 0%.
Call the professionals at Surface Solutions and discover the difference.
The Down and Distance Football Show is back. Watch previews of our games of the night and games all across Delmarva, along with our DSN, Bayside, and Henlopen Power Rankings. Plus, Delmarva players to watch, top plays of the week, and exclusive interviews with players and coaches. Tune in every Friday night before the Scoops and Scores pregame show, only on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app. Down and Distance, only on DSN and the DSN app.
A gorgeous afternoon to be outside, looking at a mix of sun and clouds. Lower 80s inland, but cooler at the beaches with a north and northeast wind. Remember, another way to get your forecast is the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. It's sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. We're looking at a good-looking Friday, 78 degrees. Sunshine Saturday, 79. A little cooler on Sunday, 74. Dry and cool early next week. Looks like our next rain chance comes beginning Thursday.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News Midday, and for more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. And don't forget to join us for Coast TV News at 5 later this afternoon. Have a great day.